Hello there, I'm Toby. Just a quick reminder that this video is not made for kids. It is made only for older Thomas fans and adults. Hope you enjoy the fucking video.
Thomas had had a very severe accident. He had rolled down a hill, crashed through a wall, and bent his buffer beam. Soon, Oliver, Bill, and Ben, pulling hard, managed to haul Thomas back onto the rails. He felt very hurt and very silly, and what had begun as a splendid day began to turn into a disaster. "I'm afraid you can't travel to the works like that by rail," a workman said. "So a lorry will be turning up soon to pick you up." Thomas was horrified. "A lorry?" he stammered. "Yes," replied the workman. "It'll be here shortly." As soon as the lorry turned up, Thomas was winched onto its flatbed. Just as he was loaded on, James rolled up. "Enjoy your road trip, Thomas," he laughed. "And mind you don't hit any walls on your way. I'm more concerned about tar wagons on the road that I could hit," Thomas joked back. James rolled his eyes. As the lorry drove along, Thomas didn't think too kindly of it at first. How undignified, he thought to himself. But eventually, he began to enjoy himself. Presently, houses began to appear on either side of the road. Thomas knew they must be entering a town. "Perhaps this is the town where the works is," he thought hopefully. It was, but the lorry driver, who was new to the job, didn't know his way. He parked the lorry and went to find a telephone. Before long, a policeman strode up to the lorry. Thomas, remembering his own experience with the policeman, decided not to talk to him. The policeman pulled out his notebook, wrote in it, and went round to the front of the lorry. Eventually, the lorry driver returned. Thomas heard him say something before angrily slamming the cab door. Soon, Thomas arrived at the works. The repair work was done quickly, and Thomas even got to see Duke before he left. He then arrived at the junction station where the other engines were waiting to go to the big city. A few days later in the big city, Percy wanted to talk. "How was your trip to the works?" he asked eagerly. Thomas told him everything, and by the time he'd finished talking about the policeman, Percy couldn't help but laugh. "You always have the best adventures, Thomas," he chuckled. "The others on Sodor will really enjoy hearing about that." Thomas booked for parking.